Hi, today's topic is a difficult one. I'm talking about when someone you loved left you for someone else. And right now, you might feel anger, sadness, disappointment, all of those things. And they may change from moment to moment. But often, there's an underlying, deeper pain that can persist weeks, months, even sometimes years. And I know this pain. I've lived through it. And in this video, I want to show you how to start releasing it and become you again. And I want to say this first. When someone leaves you and breaks your heart, it also breaks the sense of yourself. It can make question your worth, your memories. I remember thinking that I had been living a lie. And this video is not about being fixed quickly, because journey of healing, it takes time. And I want you to see that the journey itself to healing is worthwhile. Point number one, accept what is. And I want to be clear that acceptance doesn't mean approval. It doesn't say that this was okay, but it is about being realistic about the situation, because so often we have these negative loops. Like, if I had done this, maybe they would have left. If I had been like whatever, and that's not helpful because it reopens the wounds. So the key here is that when you notice that you have those negative loops, is to pause and rephrase. Maybe something like, I cannot change the past, but I can choose how I feel about it. And that takes us to point number two. This is the hardest part, quitting self-blame, because we're so accustomed to blaming ourselves, even in normal situations, let alone when someone leaves us. But remember, it's not that they left us. It's not a verdict of your worth. And people leave for so many reasons. Just the fear avoidance, finding somebody new, and new doesn't mean that they're better. They're just new. But self-blame is tricky because it gives you an illusion of control. But self-blame just keeps you stuck in the past. And remember that someone else's behavior does not diminish your worth. Which takes us to point number three, self-love. After someone you loved leaves you, it might be difficult to feel love for yourself. So let's lower the bar. Let's start with something small. Self-love right now, when things are overwhelming, is about self-care and self-kindness. You don't even have to use the love word if it's too much. But think of it as the simplest things you can do. Trying to rest. Maybe finding somebody to talk to. Just taking care of the basic needs. And about self-kindness, it's speaking kindly to yourself in your mind. And if you catch yourself starting to say harsh words to yourself, try to speak to yourself as you would to your child or to your pet. It might sound like, I don't speak harshly to myself today. I rest when I'm tired. I value myself, even when it's hard. And most importantly, it means that you're finding yourself outside of that relationship. Who are you now? What do you need? What parts were too quiet for too long? And it's not about going back to who you were. It's about becoming more you. And if you're right in the middle of this right now, I don't tell you to be graceful, because it is hard and it can take time. And like what I said in the beginning, that look at the healing journey as valuable in itself, because that's what it is. You can learn so much about yourself during that. And remember, the pain doesn't last forever. When you take steps toward supporting yourself, you'll get there quicker. And one day, this chapter will feel like the day you started loving yourself again. And if the only thing that you can do right now is breathe, that is okay, step by step. And you are not alone in this. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to focus on this type of videos or something else that you have in mind. And I offer also one-to-one coaching. You'll find all the information in the description box below. Love and light. Have a wonderful day. Bye.